Milton Glaser. The idea of the great graphic designer Milton Glaser is the popular and timeless "I Heart New York" logo seen on t-shirts, mugs, car license plates and almost every surface imaginable. According to reports, this idea came up when he was taking a taxi in New York on the way to meet customers. Even when he was young, he began to be passionate about graphic design. He began to study art and graphic design in New York and Italy. He founded Pushpin Studios in New York Magazine and designed many posters, including the poster of musician Bob Dylan. He is the first graphic designer to win the prestigious National Medal in 2009 at the White House. Saul Bass. Hollywood may benefit the most from the artistic creation of graphic designers and filmmaker Saul Bass, a New Yorker. His famous works include legendary movie posters in Albert Hitchcock's films Psycho and Northwest, and the classic 1955 Man with Golden Arms. Created more movie posters throughout his career in Hollywood, including the film adaptation of Stephen King's best-selling book, The Shining. Saul Bass also created company logo. Since then, many of them have become famous, such as those facial tissues, Quaker Oats, AT&T, Girl Scouts of America Fuller Coatings and United Way. Chip Kidd. Cover design is critical to the success of a book. Graphic designer Chip Kidd has mastered the art of making compelling book covers for best-selling authors, including Michael Crichton, Gus Lee and James Salter. The legendary art director has been designing book covers for Knopf Publishing House since 1986. Susan Kerr. Since the 1980s, computer graphics has been the main specialty of artist and graphic designer Susan Kerr. She contributed extraordinary interface elements to the Apple Macintosh in the 1980s, and after she left Apple at Steve Jobs' company Next. As a creative director. In 1985. If you remember the happy computer greetings Mac users got when they turned on their computers in the 80s, Susan was the one who came up with this design. She studied art in her hometown of New York and received a doctorate. In 1978, she graduated from the famous New York University and then moved to San Francisco to engage and develop her digital design business. David Carson broke the rules by adopting radicalism in his graphic designs. Known as the father of grunge, he used innovative approaches to typography. His experimental journal layouts are considered revolutionary and influenced many of the work of other graphic designers. He was a professional surfer and high school teacher in California when he started his experimental project in the 1980s. He then studied commercial art and became a freelance intern at Action Now magazine before being promoted to a famous art director and graphic designer. His work for Ray Gun magazine in the early 90s fueled his career and made him appear in the New York Times and Newsweek. It also brought him praise and recognition around the world.